Child P, another of the triplets, died under Lucy Letby's care.
Hello, what's the crack? What's the story? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Lucy Letby. How the police caught the feminist. Okay, this has been all over the news. My girlfriend even came back from work today. She was like, yo, Eddie, you have to check this out. This is absolutely crazy. This is everywhere you look. On my phone, Sky News. I say, you know what? I don't want to read into this. Let's react to this. Let's go.
It's the case nobody wanted to believe could be true. But for the police, convicting Lucy Letby was the culmination of a painstaking and distressing investigation.
Okay.
The key aspect of this investigation has been always asking ourselves, who else could it be, if not her, and what else could it be?
Lucy Letby started working at the Countess of Chester Hospital in January 2012, just before her 22nd birthday. She joined as a nurse in the neonatal unit. But from January 2015, the mortality rate at the unit began to rise above what might be considered normal rates. On June the 8th, a baby boy, child A, died. He and his twin sister were being cared for in Nursery 1, the room for the most poorly patients. At 8 o'clock, Lucy Letby was half an hour into her night shift. She was the designated nurse for the baby boy that night.
Wow.
26 minutes later, Letby called a doctor over to child A's incubator. He was deteriorating rapidly. Staff began resuscitation and an on-call consultant responded to the emergency. The baby died just before 9 o'clock, less than 90 minutes into Letby's shift. Air had been injected into his bloodstream.
How?
It was unexpected, and unexplained are two words they don't deal with in neonatal medicine. If a child collapses, it's usually explainable, and it's usually always expected.
Then on the 5th of August, another baby, child F, was in Nursery 2. Letby was looking after another infant in the same room, but at 1:54 in the morning, child F suffered an unexpected drop in his blood sugar and a surge in his heart rate. The baby survived, and a blood test revealed he'd been given insulin that he didn't need. There was no reason why. No baby on the unit was being prescribed it. It was kept in a locked fridge next to the nurse's station. That summer of 2015 was when colleagues became suspicious.
So
they were told
suspicious that she might be killing the babies, I'm guessing. She successfully killed one so far. Do you know how messed up this is? Because like I've got a niece now, yeah. I feel like once you when your friends start having babies or your family start having babies and you start seeing them, you appreciate how beautiful life is. You know, their kids, they can't handle themselves, their babies, their toddlers, they can't do anything. They're helpless. And for someone to be so messed up, I'm not sure exactly how she did the second one or the first one. I think the first one was it air through the system? I don't know what that means. How you got air into the system, I don't know. But what the fuck? Sorry, it just baffles me.
It was very unlikely there was anything going on and were urged not to make a fuss. Dr. Ravi Jairam was one of those doctors who spoke out. He said he'd become extremely uncomfortable with Lucy Letby working on the unit.
Wow.
And this pattern continued as there were more babies who lost their lives or suffered unexpected collapses. On the 23rd of June 2016, Letby was looking after child O, a triplet. The baby boy became unwell. Another nurse suggested the child be moved back to Nursery 1, where the most poorly babies are cared for. But Letby disagreed, and the baby collapsed.
Oh my
He recovered,
days.
but suffered 2 further collapses, and at 5:47, the baby was pronounced dead. Consultant Dr. Breary believed the baby should have responded better to resuscitation. Child O was found to have an injury to his liver and air injected into his bloodstream.
Second time, air.
The following day, child O's brother, child P, another of the triplets,
died under Lucy Letby's care. It prompted Dr. Breary to say that he wasn't happy.
No. Our triplets too good, bro. Do you know how the parents must have felt? They carried these babies for 9 months. For them to lose 2 within like a week or 2, I think. What's wrong with people, man? And don't get me wrong, there are lovely nurses, doctors out there. And people like this just make, oh my God, how can you be so evil? How? Bruv.
With Lucy Letby working on the unit, but he was told there was no evidence against her and that she would continue nursing.
But Letby's suspicious colleagues were right. She'd been attacking babies here for the past 12 months.
What?
Over the next few months, the hospital carried out a review as to what was happening inside the neonatal unit. Lucy Letby was then moved to an administrative role.
In November 2016, an external report found...
Moved, just tell her to stop working for the men to get out of the hospital. If you, like, once you suspect someone, why are they still there? In my opinion, why are they still doing the hospital? It's not once, it's 3 times in our care. Just get out of the hospital for a while, please. But don't leave her in the administrative role, in my opinion.
No definitive explanation for the high number of deaths. But in May the following year, the hospital called in the police.
The initial focus
Finally.
Was around the hypotheses of, what could have occurred. So a generic hypothesis of it could be natural occurring deaths, it could be natural occurring collapses, it could be an organic reason, it could be a virus, and then one of the hypotheses was that it could be inflicted harm.
The more experts they talked to, the more evidence they gathered, the more the case started to take shape.
Wow.
Then, on the 3rd of July 2018, Lucy Letby was arrested.
Finally.
What was clear at that point
So wait,
was that Lucy
this happened, she was arrested 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Why is it all becoming big news now? She was arrested 5 years ago.
Letby was the consistent in all this. She was the thread running through them all. And therefore, in evidential terms, the biggest source of evidence.
Searches of her home in Chester and her parents' house in Hereford uncovered patient records and handwritten notes that gave clues about her state of mind.
Huh?
Among the scrawled notes were the words, "I am evil. I did this." In her bedroom, stuffed into these shopping bags, were hospital handover sheets. In total, 257 were found.
Why?
Many included details of the babies Letby had allegedly harmed.
Wow.
Her social media showed searches for 11 of the families affected. Police also discovered that she sent one of her alleged victims' parents a sympathy card on the day of the baby's funeral. She kept an image of the card on her phone. Crucially, the police also analysed her shift patterns. Look at the line of crosses. They showed that Letby was the only member of staff on shift
Wow.
when all the incidents took place. On the 11th of November 2020, over 2 years after she was arrested, Lucy Letby was charged with murder and attempted murder.
That realisation of, my God, somebody has taken the life of these babies and somebody has been responsible for these life-changing injuries to these babies, and nobody could say anything. And everybody looked at each other and there was not a word spoken.
Letby always denied harming the babies in her care, but the evidence told a different, more harrowing story.
Bruv. Like, you guys, excuse me. Again, I feel like it was like a year or 2 ago. It'd be sad, it'd be proper sad to me. But the fact that, again, my sister just had a baby a few months ago, and I see this baby every single day, on Snapchat. She's sending me videos, and they're so precious. They don't know what they're doing. They could be smiling, crying. They don't even know what's going on. And for someone to be this evil, a baby that can't help themselves, and that's sick. That's just, please lock her up. Just leave her there. That's just sick. And the fact that she sent the letter. No, it was a letter. A greeting, some card, some sympathy card to the parent, and she took a picture of it. That's what psychopaths do, man. Just so she can have probably, just go back and look at it. But yeah, again, I don't like doing criminals too. I'm more of a comedy guy. I love comedy. I love to laugh every time. But sometimes people are fucked up. You gotta see. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, please send me different stories you want to check out. I would love to check out so many stories. This kind of stuff just makes me go, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. Check out the membership. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.